saw a lot of games get outscaled, right?
Yep.
We saw some throws, we saw some people really dig in and make that defense happen, even with early game deficits, to get to the point where you outscale and find victory that way. But it was Cloud9 and FlyQuest that I think were the two standout teams for a lot of people in week number 1. So if there is a squad that I'm trusting you to say, okay, you put a timer on yourself, let's see you execute, Cloud9 would be one of those.
Absolutely, and they had some really strong laning performances as well, so definitely looking towards that. Will be pressure on them. You know, we saw EG,
I feel like Fudge is finna win this top lane match anyways, like Kasante versus Fiora.
Where they went towards Elise, they
like,
were up nearly 10K, and
Fudge is just gonna win, trust.
We've seen it happen quite a lot already.
And I like the fact that you bring up EG because it was Vulcan when he was up here on the desk for a TriCast that was talking about he likes to play the game from the perspective of the early game champion, the people who have the pressure on them to make the plays, because he says it's a lot more fun than sitting under your turret and just praying for 20 minutes to come along so you can play a game of League of Legends.
Yeah.
So Cloud9 will have themselves control over that steering wheel here in the early game. I got eyes on Blabber, on the Vi. We know how powerful this champion is to get things rolling nice and early.
That deep ward that they got through that bot lane invade, maybe they can get a little bit of cheesy damage here out of the start. It is a Q start for Caitlyn, so there's a potential of actually looking for something. And this could be a potential check here on the red buff. Fudge just queued over the wall.
Oh my god.
Push Contracts off this. Contracts
that was so
have
hot.
to leave this buff. This is actually so annoying. He gets both bite
Oh my god, Fudge.
Contracts has to flash or he's dead.
He's messing him up, man. Yeah, Contracts, he loses his buff, he loses his flash. He's so delayed. This is a terrible start in the jungle.
And you know why this wasn't even risky? Some people are gonna say that's cheesy, that's so risky. Look where they're showing. You know, we see the mid laner here, we see the top laner here, right? Like everyone is showing on the map, so there was not really any risk. All the other players were accounted for. Right? So they have that ward over. They know where Wukong's going to be starting. He just goes in on this solo invade. It's probably going to cost him, you know, he didn't get to see
a few
exactly
minions.
how many he lost, but my guess is he lost 2
but like other
players
than
worth of
that, like,
so he is going to be down in XP. He's going to be down slightly in gold, but the advantage that Vi gets is so much more than what he has lost.
Oh yeah.
Look at the mini-map right now. Wukong is just starting his first camp here at 220, right? He had to fully base. It wasn't just that he flashed over the wall. He's starting a leashless red. By the time the full clear on the bot side is basically done for Blabber.
Essentially, Fudge traded 2 melee minions worth of EXP to DC his opponent for 1 minute.
Yeah.
That's a trade I think almost anybody would take.
And no flash. Wukong without flash is
yeah,
not
Blabber
really
with the ganky mid.
Luger's at about
It's a, oh, he's invading. Nice. Huge.
Come out there just to make sure he's not too terribly low.
Oh my god, and we could probably gank bot after this. This is
I
crazy.
think just based on the ignite cooldown, you know, the fact that that's actually halfway up, so that I think that was actually key there. My guess is that it was a level 1 ignite play with the Hail of Blades to just get an early chunk.
We take Grom 2, try to get a good trade bot lane, and then just dive this shit. No heal.
He's saying, we know you're starting so late on top side. I'm going to come straight down here, steal your camps away, and he can threaten a potential dive here. He's going to around them. They're going to have the push here. Remember, no heal,
yeah, this fat ass wraparound. They didn't see it either. What? Oh my god, he tried to flash over. He's trash. Oh my god. Get him, Zen. Oh, Sven is an ADC main too, so Callista is no problem, bro. Yeah. He's not executed though. I think Sven would. Oh, go down. Don't go up, you stupid. You dumbass. He can't see, but I think as a pro player, the death timer, bro. Like, come on now.
It is that 2 for 2, but no assist goal given over, so that was still good to actually do that. And we have to remember that's a TP from Kasante.
He actually would have got executed if he died, if he went downwards.
To cover that because
but he died to Seraphine.
And there's going to be minions that were missed in mid lane as a result. So all told, I still think it's very C9 favored here. Really nice early game plan. They come down. This is just a poor flash from Luger. He flashes in line with Blabber. What he's trying to do is flash over the back of that guy.
But
hitbox, if you're traveling straight to
it's kind of fat, I guess.
Really tough on the timing. So you need to flash more side to side there. You know, fails to flash a little bit, gets taken down, and then they're able to chase down and get a kill here. Yes, Blabber goes and dies to the turret, but this one was just karma. So you're giving no assist gold over and just that kill to that karma.
If you just go down, bro.
Will go to Seraphine, so you don't love that. But overall,
literally just walk downwards. There's a tower right there, bro.
And you can see, you know, still actually I'm very impressed that CLG's soul lanes are ahead after all that. They're doing very well in the farm department. So credit to them. Palafox was able to pick up that pushing top wave. But even with Fudge getting a free wave reset, he is just about even. We do have to remember he gave up Ryo on that first wave to actually get this whole jungle thing rolling. So there is some kind of fallout off of that, but I really like the early aggressive C9 plan. If you're going to draft early, you've got to be able to make these types of plays.
And they're up 900 gold thanks to it, despite those kills being even. Of course, most of that gold is exactly what you were talking about with Caitlyn versus Seraphine, that massive CS canyon between the two of them. And with C9 wanting to push the pace of this game, I like the fact that they have the Caitlyn on the marksman role instead of putting her on support, because we know the traditional Caitlyn plan: bust your lane open, take the turret, and then just start the tour de rift. Walk mid, do the same thing. Walk top, do the same thing. Cupcakes down around every neutral objective. And that's kind of what I'm expecting out of them, as you do have Blabber and Diplex taking over this bottom side river. They're going to go ahead and take this first Drake, no problem. It's not like they even need to back Blabber up. Diplex rotated down just in case, but they see that nobody's coming, and C9 are going to grab the first neutral objective in this game.
And Contract's actually spending a lot of time there. Got to highlight the levels between these two junglers. Contract's level 3, Blabber level 5. Contracts was expecting a potential
something sweet
on that pushing wave. He knows that his bot lane is very far behind, so he's saying, all right, if they get dove again, it's actually GG. I gotta be here, you know, maybe see if I can pull off a gank if they go over aggressive. Or
all right.
If for a wraparound, but it doesn't
look like a cloud. It's looking like a Cloud9 dub right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Not only has he taken that dragon,
I got
he's up
Berserker.
4 or 5 camps.
I mean, it always feels bad to spend a lot of time looking for a gank that doesn't pay off as a jungler, but when you're already this far behind, it actually just feels like you're shoveling the dirt on top of your own coffin, because there's just no way you're going to contest this man at any point if you're 2 levels behind and still struggling to catch up. So it's going to be a tough game for Contracts. He's really going to need to find some sort of a good opportunity here to get himself back in.
Yeah, the one bright side I will say is that, you know, you can kind of sit back and say, we're scaling, you know, just minimize loss. A 1K gold lead, that's a pretty big deal at 7 minutes. If it's a 1K gold lead in 7 more minutes, who cares? Yeah, right? It's not that big of a deal. So
true.
We'll see what they can do if they can continue just cycling his camps. You know, look to try to avoid Blabber. You know, just try to protect his lanes from dives. I think that's really his job. Whereas on the other side, Blabber just hit 6. So we want to see a very quick gank with this. If he can be effective, if he can get out on the map and get another kill here for his team immediately with this ultimate, it's going to spell good things for Cloud9.
And one thing I want to go ahead and mention as we're seeing what might turn into a fight here real quick. Let's see how far Blabber wants to take this. Just goes in, immediate quick trade. But the inventory of Dokla, you can see the Thorn Mail
that was
there,
a fat-ass hit.
or Bramble Vest, excuse me, which isn't normally a big thing to comment on, but 13.1b did change all of the Grievous Wounds items. It is no longer 25% on the baby ones, evolving into 50% conditionals on the huge ones. It's just 40% across the board. So that means that this is going to be much more effective in terms of being that, sorry Fiora, you don't get to do your laning pattern anymore like it used to be. I expect anytime you see Fiora, Bramble Vest is always going to be the play now more than ever.
It even got buffed individually. You know, they were trying to make some of the items less efficient, but more about healing, right? By taking some stats off them. Bramble Vest actually got buffed, plus got the healing buff. So it's more damage return than it used to have. It's 6 damage return every time they hit you, plus the 40%. So, you know, significantly stronger item here. And, you know, early armor is going to be very, very effective against this team. In general, Ahri is not going to be able to focus the Cassante, and that's the only person you're really going to worry about, right? Like, if Ahri is focusing the Cassante, you're going to be winning the fight very likely here anyway. So, you know, just the Mythic that he's going to be going for will have enough MR and enough HP to kind of deal with that. And then you're just stacking armor. Like, I would love to see, you know, even things like Frozen Heart this game, I think, can be incredibly effective against Fiora, Caitlyn, as well as that Kalista. So we'll see if he just wants to fully stack it.
I mean, a lot of Cassantes love starting off with the Iceborne Gauntlet. You go that into a Sunfire Cape, you're full build against this composition, right? You're having a great time. So Dokla just continuing to farm up here, fudging him neck and neck here in terms of that CS count. As bottom lane, Luger and Poom, they got level 6 on the Seraphine. That's the one that really matters. The Encore can really, really determine the flow of a fight.
And Wukong is here. Wukong is hiding in this brush, or at least was right in there, and is 6. So they could look for this. If they actually lock him up, there's no cleanse on either player. The CC could be 100-0.
There it is. Contracts flashes. They look for Sven.
Oh.
Berserker still might be dead. No, he's not. Sven has the save. Fate's Call brings the AD carry right on back. And this is sort of like with Kalista as support. It's
Yo,
like
CLG is
support, just able to save that AD carry whenever you need it.
And that's why, they're going to go for the counter gank now.
Blabber's ready to show him how it's done, but he won't find the kill. Luger survives with 100 HP. Everybody's body blocking. Protect the president. Don't let Berserker fire off the ace in the hole. All right, we're done. Everybody walks away.
Yeah, and that's why, even though it looked maybe a little bit silly, that is why they're going for Sven and not Berserker. Berserker was farther forward in the lane, but if you go into Berserker, It's just that Fate's Call comes through immediately and everything is wasted. So at the end of the day, again, it's Cloud9 going positive in these trades because it was just a support flash for Wukong flash ult and Luger's ult. Then in comes Blabber. Yeah, he spends his ult, but he gets flash and heal off of Luger. So, you know, they're getting a lot more cooldowns here off that CLG side. And we'll see if they can really kind of make good on that. The second dragon going to be up in 30. I want to see Blabber continue to stack these. They have full bot lane prio, take dragons on spawn, move towards a potential Soul Wing condition so that you can force CLG to come to you and fight before they're ready to do so.
All right, so that sounds good for a Cloud9 win condition. Now, if you're faithful that CLG can scale and execute here, what do you think is kind of the threshold that they got to keep this game within range of? Hold on. Might have an opportunity here for C9 to get a counterattack on Dokla. Nice flash away from Big Dokes to escape the CC from Diplex's charm. That's going to ward away this dive. But you mentioned, you know, back at 7 minutes, hey, 1K at 7 minutes feels bad. 1K at 14 minutes feels fine. What kind of a lead does C9 need to have to run away with this? And essentially, what does CLG have to stop?
I mean, I think that C9 is really looking to just push towards 3 quick dragons and then force on Soul, and that's going to be kind of like the pivot point of this game, right? Okay. So if CLG can actually take away a dragon or slow that down in some way to give themselves the extra 5-10 minutes to scale, I think they're going to be good. Because if CLG can get to 2 items before C9 is on 3, or 3 items before they're on 4, I feel like that's when their composition is really going to start to take over.
Okay, so pretty much staying close enough to be in striking distance of completed item total.
Yep, that's what I'm really looking at, right? And I think if CLG can take 1 dragon away, that buys them enough time to do that, and that's why they're looking for this. But C9 is here, so this is a pivotal fight. Diplex is moving down from mid lane. Cassandre is already moving. Fudge has no TP, so this actually may just be CLG's dragon, which I think is actually quite bad for C9.
Okay, CLG forcing C9 away from it. Diplex trying to come around now, but Dokla's already waiting in that pixel brush. Drake's got about 1,600 left. We could get a smite fight out of it, but no, Blabber's just gonna walk away, and CLG stops the dragon stack.
So now Fudge has basically got to try to get a full tower because there is no TP.
Yeah,
on either Dokla
yeah.
or
I mean, he's gonna get hella plates here.
This is the trade-off. You're gonna get more gold for that dragon, but it puts a lot of the onus on Fudge to be able to make something happen in that 1v1. It's no longer okay for him to just kind of sit back and farm it out. He's gonna have to be able to push that advantage, take towers, draw pressure on the map. Because they gave up that quick soul as a win condition, and it's going to be one that will be really good for their comp here, as we can see. Hextech Soul, nothing to scoff at with double marksman in that bot lane. It's going to feel really, really nice.
And you can see C9 also.
I mean, 1 dragon is fine, bro. Ain't nobody tripping about 1 dragon. But obviously, we want to get that shit sooner because they're going to scale. But 1 dragon is fine.
But remember, that second plate on top lane is mostly also killed by Fudge, and the damage he was able to do with this Fiora. He has his Divine Sunderer completed because he didn't have to stop off for the...
But Fiora should just, I mean, Fiora should just win in the side lane. Like, Fiora against Cassandre, tank. Like, that nigga is a full tank. I think Fiora should win that shit.
Be able to find a way to dive Dokla, or at least chunk him low enough that he has to leave the tower, and then you take the tower.
Got that true damage, heal. Like, she gonna beat his ass, bro.
Having snuck away a dragon here, you know, maybe C9 was okay to trade for gold, or maybe they weren't expecting Dokla to actually make that move without having TP himself. But I think it's a smart play when you're playing a tank to sacrifice your own individual lead to secure the team advantage, right? And that's exactly what Dokla did in this situation. So I think CLG is well and truly within striking distance, as long as they don't give up, you know, one of those massive team fight aces or something that's really going to be open. This gold lead, I think, is
that shield. I'm shielding.
For them with their comp.
Okay. 2.3K as turret plates fall. Drakes are even. Still only the 2 kills that were traded during the bottom lane dive that Cloud9 forced back at level 3. It's Berserker and Blabber topping the table in terms of total gold.
They don't have that much damage though. CLG, they got some AP damage, but after that,
with his mythic item completed, he's the only one with a fully completed item on the side of CLG.
Not much.
While everybody on C9 except for Sven has theirs done. And I think this is kind of what you were talking about earlier, is those completion comparison points. As long as you do not have an item and they do, CLG is not looking to fight.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they just have to sit back and farm it out. You know, it may not be the style that everyone likes to play, but it is a very, very powerful style, and it's something that puts a lot of pressure on your opponents. You know, they are the ones who can make the aggressive moves, but they're also the ones that have to or they're just going to be straight up losing as that clock is tick-ticking away. And you can see now, Luger starting to really get the pressure down here. They're going to drop second Herald top, so they're going to look for a crash on the tier 2. They take down that tier 1. Wukong's still sitting bot, so they want to at least get the crash, if not threaten a dive. It's possible that they could look for it, but would be risky. Blabber has to start it. He's going. They're just going in.
Oh my goodness. I mean, they should have won this. Whoa. Wait, Blabber flashed for what? Oh my. I need to get out of here. Okay. He just missed a charm, so Conjux is just chasing the Orianna. Good parry. Okay. Okay, Fudge. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Fudge. His ass. Nice. Nice. It's my top laner.
He's going off in the top lane. Him and Blabber diving deep. And insult to injury. They almost got the inhibitor turret from
Good shit.
Because
Good shit, good shit, good shit.
Not only do they get the tier 2, not only did they get the outplay at low health and take down the extra man, they get the charge on the tier 3. That is dangerously close to Fudge just walking up, killing the tower in your face, and starting to threaten inhibitor now. And that is exactly what Cloud9 needed. That puts the game squarely in their favor.
Yeah, 1 minute ago you were telling me, hey, 2,500 gold ain't too bad as long as nothing extreme happens. And now not even 60 seconds afterwards, we got ourselves a lot bigger of a problem. Let's take a look again at how C9 executed the dive.
The charm, bro. The charm missed. I was scared. I was like, oh shit. They about to kill my team. Nice. Now the Wukong, like, what is this charm? Like, Diplex, what the fuck are you doing? So good. Like, I just hold the charm, bro. Like, I mean, you kind of scared him, but you just blew it and nearly killed him. But Fudge, you know, Fudge the GOAT. The big W. Big W. Big parry.
CLG is going to want that chase back badly because this game is all of a sudden very, very scary. C9 onto the
Oh my god. Blabber's up a whole item. I didn't even peep it.
If CLG wants a piece of this, it's going to have to be 5 on
What?
5.
Yo, Diplex, another charm, nigga. Yeah, what is this doing?
Oh my god. What was that? Laughing.
This nigga Diplex did nothing that fight.
Initial engage there, getting the CC on his Venom Berserker, but Sven has the ultimate to try to keep his AD safe. And when you're ignoring the Vi and this Fiora, who are so strong at this point, they are going to be punished.
Diplex is yeah, this man's just nervous for his second game, you know what I'm saying? Third game, sorry.
6.5k, 2 dragons to their name. Cloud9 really extending this.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, my box is all up in the way and shit. Let me fix that game. We got one arrow here.
The TP's coming in from the bot side, so Diplex tries to time the charm, mistimes it
My
unfortunately,
bad.
but in goes Contracts there, gets the knock up. The ulti
Diplex is doing absolutely nothing.
He gets the Kalista ultimate out before
Absolutely
he gets
nothing.
charged up. So he pulls
Oh my
Berserker,
god.
damage there. Yes,
The
he
3-man
does.
shockwave,
Yes,
that
he
was
is
kind of
gonna
huge.
flash, but Berserker does not,
The
and
Apollo
Berserker comes
Fox.
out of that.
I didn't even watch the fight. I was too distracted by Diplex, but I ain't gonna lie.
From Sven on the Kalista here.
My brain, I can't. That shit was crazy.
With the early
Shit was
Emerald Blade,
crazy.
you're nothing to scoff at, right? Like, you're on one quick completed item here. With
That
the
bit
Halo
was
Blade
doing
Kalista,
nothing.
Your damage is relevant in these fights.
I mean, he's got plenty.
We need a
of
better
money.
mid laner, gonna
A lot
lie.
of the players on CLG who are as a team.
Our
nearly
team's pretty good, though.
7,000 gold behind. Honestly, that one Kim Drake they got earlier, they're probably pretty happy they got.
Oh
that,
my.
because if you were staring down the barrel of a soul
See, now I don't know about this Fudge. You might wanna. Ooh, he's so good. Oh my, he's just too good. He doesn't. He. They still want him. Contracts, get that shit. You will lose. Get that shit. You level 10. Get that shit out of here.
And he doesn't have vision on a number of those from the other side.
Bro, he will 2-tap your shit. Bro, is he stuck or like she's looking for a flank?
Clear out vision, taking down another
There's no way this man's looking for a flank.
moving
Alright.
the play forward, making
We got
it
wars
really
like crazy,
CLG
bro.
have got a try to look for plays like this, though, where they overload one side of the map to try to punish someone who is pushing heavily on that side. Blabber threatening here, you know, trying to get back Q, looking like he might go
Oh, they did get Sven. Oh my god, the Fudge TP, I don't really know. I don't know about this one. Okay, you got a kill though. But that's it. So just go back bot lane. Like, nice TP, I guess. That man TP'd it, press Q. I'm out of here.
They're going to continue trying to push here and try to knock down this last outer turret. They want to keep that pressure rolling. Will they feel a little bit nervous to do so? Okay,
that's pretty good though. Push the next wave. Yo, Fudge is so huge right now. Yo, Fudge is actually like top 2 or top 1, like top laner. His impact was popping off the other day. But Fudge is actually up there. Like, Fudge is like trying to win a title, like not like a title, like an LCS title, like a world championship. This man's trying to win. Okay, she has no flash. Good shit, Blabber. Oh my god, my midnighter! Land term! Bro, my mid laner!
And you have 2 ADCs to rend and help you actually secure this. So as long as they time it well, it's not a 50-50, right? It's very heavily weighted towards Cloud9 here. Fudge is going to zone on the side. They are TPing Orianna up towards top.
Bro, this nigga is so... Oh my... Oh, he got a kill. Oh, he hit a charm. It's the... That's the clone! It's a clone. That nigga never hit a champion with his charm. Oh, he hit one! And it's useless! Oh my god! This nigga is a support Ari. Hey, they winning though. Look at his KDA, 2-0 and 3. He's done nothing in these fights, bro. That's just hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, bot lane is just being bot lane. They're just doing what they're supposed to do. Farm and attack shit. Blabber and Fudge are popping off right now. Oh my god, big flank. Okay, let's see what Diplex does. And he missed another charm! He's doing nothing! Just go into Orianna or something. He's missed his Q. He's so useless! He's so useless! He's so useless!
CLG struggling here now.
Oh my god! This thing is literally doing nothing. Zoning charms. Yo, Cloud9 sees it too.
Blabber had the stopwatch, got huge value out of it. Now it's a GA. He's on 3 items here. And Contracts is still on 1, so it is looking...
It's okay, Diplex. You're just warming up. Warming up for tomorrow. This game, you're not even trying this game. You're worrying about tomorrow. Because tomorrow is the real game, actually. Tomorrow is FlyQuest. Oh my god, it's FlyQuest tomorrow, by the way.
1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, and he was never able to regain that footing. It's just felt like that shut everything down, and Cloud9 kept the pressure on.
I completely agree. You know, I think it's a great callback from you. I can't remember the last time I saw a solo top lane invade like that got so much, right? It's such a rare play. It's one of those things, but you know, it doesn't feel cheesy to me because they had all the knowledge to know that it wasn't risky. Fiora can't lose the 1v1 to a Wukong who's on his red buff, and you see all of their 4 members. So there's no risk here, right? Well, they're gonna go for the dive.
Like there's a whole lot of risk to a dive like this.
Yeah, I mean, the game's over. Like, don't really need to keep critiquing, but like, let me tell you, my mid laner is doing nothing. Oh, he had a charm. It's useless.
Goes back to the fountain to heal up. C9's gonna take the opportunity, grab themselves an inhib. It's still a 2-for-1 trade, but their health bar is dangerously low. So C9 calling it off.
Yeah, this shit's too funny.
TP on Dokla or anything, so like, there's no sort of flank that could be pulled off. 9 going aggressive here. They know they still need to push a pace of the game. They don't want any shenanigans happening here. Don't want to risk anything. They want to have that killer instinct. They're massively ahead. They have the GA on buy, so you can afford to dive deep and try to trade kills like this to be able to take objectives, to be able to take the inhibitor and close it out.
This man misses every charm. Every Everfrost. This man should have played Syndra. I don't even know if that's true. He should have played Orianna.
He just walks right back in. He's like, oh, I'm not done. Let's go see what else he can find here. Just charges him. He does not even care.
He doesn't.
His ally is 1,500 units away, and he just blind queues over the wall because he's ready to go.
That's him. He's him.
He's like, I'm gonna clear the ward.
That's Blabber boy.
I mean, he knows if they commit to him,
What's
he's
good?
gonna live long enough that his team is gonna arrive, right? He's playing
For
great
real.
tonight. He's got the Radiant, he's got the GA.
Where do I put my camera, real talk?
Which is what they would have to do to have a chance to kill him. Well, you're just gonna die as soon as Cloud9 wins. You know, as soon as they show up. We can see Fudge, you know, trying to trade here with Nova. Given as good as he takes, as Luger arrives, it is chunking him down, but it's top lane that is going to be the problem. Once these waves are synced up, you can see the top lane wave is coming in there. Bot lane wave is coming in again, and they're going to die.
Yo, Blabber's really on point with like the focusing, like the no flashes. If you don't have, oh, big, okay, close. You almost got him, but like that was good. That was good. That shit was wet. Another charm. Can we get one? He got flash. Something slight. Nope, not yet. Okay, can we kill this? Okay, tap. Oh, he missed. Oh man, Fudge, no mana. It's all good. Well played. GG's. Good shit. Yo. Yo, good shit, Cloud9. Good shit. Yo, good shit. Yo, good shit. Yo, good shit, Cloud9. Yo, good shit, go. Good shit, Cloud. Yo, mid laner. Step it up a bit, but good shit, Cloud9. Of course, Cloud9. They're not even talking about it, how useless the mid laner was, but good shit, Cloud9.